Welcome to Penrose Learning, where we make understanding easy.
You start by identifying port types and powering both keyboards so nothing surprises you later. If one has 5-pin DIN and the other USB, decide whether to chain via MIDI DIN or route both into your computer. Choose hardware if you need low latency. Once done, set each keyboard to its own MIDI channel. This prevents message collisions. Make sure volume and local control settings won't double trigger notes. This first step saves time and avoids MIDI feedback loops during the wiring stage. Now you wire the MIDI paths so messages reach the target instrument. If using DIN cables, route keyboard OUT into keyboard B in or through depending on which one forwards messages. This lets one controller play the other. Alternatively, connect both via USB to your computer and open your DAW or a MIDI utility to map inputs to outputs. This gives flexible routing and soft merge. If two controllers must control one synth simultaneously without a computer, finish by testing every control. Play notes, move knobs, and confirm CCs arrive at the target instrument. If something fails, systematically check cable seating and replace suspect leads. Make sure channels match and local control is off if echoing occurs. Once done, save any routing presets on your keyboards or DAW. If problems persist, use a MIDI monitor to see raw messages. This reveals whether data is sent, routed, or blocked. That single diagnostic step usually points straight to the fix.
Thanks for watching. If this was helpful, leave a like and consider subscribing. See you next time.